So I think there are two big things that hold investors back. And let's talk about that a little bit so you can kind of see, like, is this happening to you? Is this happening to you right now? These two things. So we'll want to talk about that and think about that here on the channel, Investing Education with me, Mr. B. And if you like stuff like around investing, do consider hitting that subscribe button. So number one, things that hold investors back from investing, and I think this is the biggest thing, is fear. Fear. And what are you afraid of? Well, you're afraid of losing money, of course, right? Nobody wants to lose money. It's your savings. It might be your future. So there's a fear aspect of there. And the fear is really couched in maybe looking like a fool a little bit, possibly, into yourself maybe, or your family. But most of this fear of losing money. And let me just tell you this, you're going to lose money, right? The idea is you're going to make money overall, but you're going to have some investments that aren't going to work out. And you'll lose money on some of those investments, but the idea is you're going to make money and more money on a lot of other investments, especially over long periods of time with saving and investing, for your future. So fear, it runs in that. So if you find yourself like, oh, I know I should start adding more from this certain asset class, or maybe I should try this, or maybe I should do this or invest more, or whatever it might be. And you think you're holding yourself back and trying to, sometimes we'll overanalyze it and say, oh, I don't want to because of this or that or whatever. Really, what it might be down to is, I'm just really kind of fearful about it. And that really leads to the second thing, where fear kind of helps manifest itself, or where they're interrelated, which is the second thing that holds investors back, and that is lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. I mean, the thing that causes fear a lot of times is you just lack the knowledge. And so by having less knowledge, you're a little bit fearful. You're more likely to lose money or feel you will lose money. I know when I talk to folks who are just getting started in the stock market for the first time, they're very concerned about losing money and all that. And I start showing them charts on things, showing how, like, the broader S&P 500, the 500 largest USA stocks, right? You've seen all the charts where they kind of keep going up. I mean, there's down periods for sure, but overall trend over 100 years is upwards, right? So if you're a buy and hold investor, for example, you're going to be successful. And by having some knowledge, I have courses in the description. That's what I mostly do, is teach courses. So self-paced online courses. So they're in the description. Got some free courses in the description too. They'll help you with your knowledge. But as you start having more understanding about knowledge, then you're going to do even better in terms of overcoming fear, because you'll have the knowledge and then you won't have the fear. And then if you start learning and seeing things like, oh yeah, the stock market over time does go up. It might be going down right now. There might be a lot of people panicking in the market and saying, oh my gosh, this is a terrible time to invest. But if you're investing small amounts and over long periods of time, that's the idea of what the stock market as one investment type will do. Now, of course, as they say, future guarantee, there's no future guarantees, but this long, period of time, shows how, investments do rise over time, some more than others. Stocks will outperform bonds. Bonds will outperform cash over long periods of time. Cryptocurrency, we're still evaluating that. It still need more data on that, because sometimes it's way up, sometimes it's way down. But if you have knowledge, even if you're investing in cryptocurrency, you're going to feel more comfortable and you'll have less fear. And also that knowledge is going to help you to make better decisions. That's the other part of it. Not only is it overcoming fear, but you're also making better decisions. So whether you take a course from me or other people, or read books, whatever it is, watch YouTube videos, from reputable people and all that, either way, you're building up this knowledge base, and that's going to really help you. So that's what really holds people back. And the real downside of that, between whether it's fear or lack of knowledge, is they don't invest, or they don't invest as much as they should. And then they get towards later in their life, or later as they approach goals, and they're like, gosh, I wish I would have started sooner. Oh, I wish I would have done this. A lot of I wish of, because the fear and the lack of knowledge were holding them back. So I would say overcome your fear, understanding how the markets work over long periods of time, and then developing your knowledge will help not only to be successful in the moment in terms of choosing your assets that you want to invest in, but actually help you with that fear as well too. So that wraps up this video. Hey, if you like this stuff, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Check out the courses and everything below too as well, or the website, Investing Education with me, Mr. B. Until then, go out and invest, and I wish you all the very best in your success.